The Tan Andreas fault, our former president Donald Trump, is cracking under pressure. His tectonic plates are moving a lot lately. He's dodging a debate, makes him look like the coward that he is. And she challenged him to another one immediately. He wants no part of it. But wait, what happened to this guy?
Anytime, anywhere, anyplace.
Somehow he went from anytime, anywhere, any place to there will be no third debate.
Breaking news, Trump claims he's got the best marriage in history, but Colbert and Kimmel aren't buying it. In fact, they've got some evidence that might just burst Trump's bubble faster than his Atlantic City casinos. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Want to know what's really going on in the Trump household? From Melania's disappearing acts to Trump's desperate selfie attempts, we're diving deep into the comedy goldmine that is the first couple's relationship. Spoiler alert, it's more cringe than a dad dancing at a wedding.
He continued, I went from very successful businessman to top TV star, ... If you're going under for surgery, the last thing you want to hear your doctor say is, don't worry, I'm mentally stable and really smart. Being really smart is not the same thing as being really smart, sir. Look, I'm a very stable genius. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's past my cheeseburger's bedtime. Let's go.
Well, folks, it looks like we've got a new champion in the world of hide and seek, and her name is Melania Trump. Jimmy Kimmel's been having a field day with this one, joking that our first lady's been playing the longest game of hide and seek since 2016. Maybe she's just trying to socially distance from her husband's tweets? Can't blame her for that one. But here's the kicker. While Melania's been doing her best Houdini impression, Trump's team has been running around like headless chickens. Picture this, suited adults frantically searching every nook and cranny of the White House, peeking behind curtains and under desks. Melania? Oh, Melania, where are you? They're probably checking every golden toilet in the joint, hoping to catch a glimpse of her designer shoes. Now, when Melania does make an appearance, she's got some serious ninja skills. Have you seen her dodge Trump's attempts at hand-holding? It's like watching a professional player in a game of whack-a-mole. Trump reaches out and whoosh, Melania's hand mysteriously vanishes. It's almost impressive, really, but the real Olympic event here is Melania's eye-rolling game. We've got footage that would make even the most angsty teenager jealous. These eye rolls communicate more than her words ever could. It's like she's silently screaming, "Get me out of here," without ever opening her mouth. Talk about mastering the art of nonverbal communication. Meanwhile, Trump's staff is playing their own high-stakes game. It's called Keep Away, and the prize is the president's phone. Imagine suited adults chasing a 70-something around the White House, desperately trying to prevent another Twitter meltdown. It's like a bizarre version of Tag, but with potential international consequences. But here's the real plot twist, folks. Remember that infamous I don't care jacket Melania wore? Turns out it might not have been aimed at the media after all. Plot twist, it was for Trump. Who knew Melania had such a flair for passive-aggressive fashion statements? Well, folks, it seems our favorite Twitter-happy president has gone and done it again.
Dodging a debate makes him look like the coward that he is. And she challenged him to another one immediately. He wants no part of it. It was 3 against 1. Trump got humiliated by Kamala, the moderators, and by himself, primarily. When a prize fighter loses a fight, the first words out of his mouth are, "I want a rematch." Polls clearly show that I won the debate against Comrade Kamala Harris.
I think that would qualify as not smart, but genius, ...
Trump's latest tweet storm is so wild, it's got even his own party wishing for the simpler days of cuff-F. Who knew we'd ever miss Trump's spelling errors? So what's got the orange man seeing red this time? Turns out Jimmy Kimmel and Stephen Colbert have been poking fun at Trump's marriage. And boy, did they hit a nerve. Trump in his infinite wisdom decided the best way to prove his marriage is rock solid was to wait for it. Post a blurry 3 a.m. selfie with Melania. Yeah, you heard that right. A selfie so fuzzy it could have been taken with a potato, and not even a good potato. We're talking one of those sad sprouting ones you find at the back of your pantry. But Trump didn't stop there. Oh no, he had to go and call Kimmel and Colbert unfunny losers who wish they had a marriage like his. Because nothing says I'm secure in my relationship like bragging about it on social media at 3 in the morning, right? The internet, being the internet, had a field day with this. People started sharing their own 3 a.m. love selfies with random objects. Suddenly, everyone's declaring their undying love for their toaster or their pet rock. It's like a weird digital version of The Bachelor, but with household items.
The Tan Andreas fault, our former president Donald Trump, is cracking under pressure. His tectonic plates are moving a lot lately. You won't feel an earthquake if you're wearing Crocs. They act as a shock absorber, and you're totally safe if you wear them. That's true. I learned that from J.D. Vance.
Also, I think it's worth mentioning that people who are mentally stable generally don't announce it. And a very stable genius at that. Yes.
Even the Republicans are losing it. One GOP senator said he misses the days when their biggest worry was cuff F. Imagine that, being so ridiculous that you make people nostalgic for your typos. That's a special kind of talent, folks. But the real comedy gold came from Colbert's response. He compared Trump's marriage to a hostage situation. Ouch. He even suggested that Melania's absence and demeanor during public appearances might indicate a lack of genuine affection. Who knew? Maybe those hand-holding dodges weren't just for exercise after all. Colbert didn't stop there. He went after Trump's obsession with ratings and awards shows. It's like Trump thinks he's still hosting The Apprentice, but instead of firing people, he's just firing off tweets. Well, folks, it looks like Trump's Twitter feed has become the gift that keeps on giving for our late-night comedy pals. Kimmel and Colbert must be thanking their lucky stars every time the Donald decides to unleash his 280-character wisdom on the world. As Colbert so brilliantly put it, sometimes the best comedy writes itself, or in this case, tweets itself at 3 a.m.
The voters and voter polls showed it, but the fake news media wasn't giving the credit that was due. Wow. Remember, I wasn't debating one person, I was debating 3. They should fire everybody at ABC Fake News.
President of the United States,
Still trying to convince the MAGAverse that he didn't blow it on Tuesday night against Kamala Harris, even though he is clearly terrified of facing her again. But wait, what happened to this guy?
Anytime, anywhere, anyplace.
Somehow he went from anytime, anywhere, any place to there will be no third debate.
But here's the kicker. While we're all having a good laugh, this Twitter circus is actually shaping how we see our political bigwigs. Trump's tweets aren't just landing in our feeds. They're turning into punchlines faster than you can say kufaf. And his policies, they're getting the full parody treatment, served up with a side of satire. So next time you're scrolling through your feed at 3 a.m., because who doesn't do that? Remember, you're not just witnessing a presidential meltdown, you're watching democracy unfold with a built-in laugh track. Stay tuned, folks. This comedy show's far from over, and who knows, the next episode might just be called Impeachment the Musical.